Welcome to a segment of Craft Around the Clock this week. Whether you're joining me on Facebook, YouTube, Craft Around the Clock, come on in, guys. If you guys are new to my page, my name is Becky. I'm the owner and artist of the Simple Spurs Studio. And I've got another thrift flip for you guys. Let me get my comments up and going. So come on in, guys. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Comments. Let me pull you guys up so I can see who I am talking to. Hi, Beverly. How are you? Nope. You are catching me live, actually. And if you guys wonder why I look off, I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So just so you guys don't think I've lost my mind and which, yeah, that's questionable. Hi, Roxy. How are you? I know, finally caught me live. You guys, I have to apologize. I know, I feel like I'm missing you guys. I've got to get used to a new schedule. Now that the grandbaby's here, right now, Tyler's going through her externship for vet tech. And I'm keeping the baby Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'm trying to get used to a new routine and get everything set up. I'm waiting on a baby monitor, car seat, because I'm like, can't go anywhere yet because I don't have a car seat. So hi, Phyllis, how are you? So yeah, it's been crazy around here. So once I get my schedule worked out and get back on a somewhat of a routine, hi, Pat. So once I get back on a routine and stuff, guys, I will be back on, get on a schedule. So yeah, because I feel like I'm missing everybody. Hi, Miss Tracy. How are you doing, lady? Hi, Cynthia. So, okay, thrift flip, guys. You guys, I don't know who's seen the other ones and who hasn't. But if you haven't, I have been, when I go thrifting, looking for these items here. So, and I've just recently come to realize what these are for. I have seen them in years past, but never really knew what they are. And now I know that they are oil lamp holders that you hang on the wall. This one's already got its hook. And you put your oil lamp on here. But this does not match my decor. So I have been on the search for these pieces. And this is my third one. I'm going to show you guys. The other two, some of you have probably already seen if you watched past videos. But my goal is to get one for every room of my house so I can have an oil lamp. And if anybody has gone through these storms here lately and loss of power, you guys know what I'm talking about. Hi, Miss Carolyn. How are you doing? Launch the love, Pat. You're awesome. Thank you so much. So here is one of the previous ones I did, and it was regular, dark shellacked wood. And I painted these to match my decor because these pieces are staying in my house. Well, I want one for every room of the house. So, and I am also collecting the oil lamps. So this is one. This one here is going in the living room. So I've got one for the living room. This one is for the master bedroom so far. And like I said, some of you have probably seen me do those. Well, now I got this one here. This one is going on a wall in right in between the dining room and the kitchen area. So we're going to do this one here, guys. Now, there is a decoupage paper. Well, it's kind of like a rice paper because you guys can see the fibers in it. And it came with 4, and this one's got the rooster on it. It came a big sheet, but it had 4 designs on it. Well, there's 2, and this is number 3. So I do have, let me grab the 4th one real quick and show you guys. So when I find another one, this one's going to be for the spare bedroom for the nursery area. once I find another holder. I just love how you're doing these. Oh, thank you. I love the look of them. I love the aesthetic. I love the old vintageness of the oil lamps, these hangers. They've even got some wrought iron, old wrought iron ones that hold oil lamps too, that swivel on the wall. I'm tempted to start looking for some of those too, but we'll see. I'm gonna stick with the wood ones for right now. But not only are they aesthetically pleasing to me, they're actually functional. Because the other night, storm came through, we were without power for quite a while. So I want to be able to at least light up the house with some oil lamps. So that is what we're going to do. So what I did was, get you guys caught up. You can see there was a picture on here. I sanded it off. And I was worried about bleed through. And I didn't want a ton of yellow coming through on my paint. So I sanded the picture off. You can still see the picture. But what I did was I took my shellac. It comes in a spray can. And sprayed 2 coats. I sprayed this once, the whole thing, with 1 coat. Let it dry. Hi, Patty. How are you doing? Miss Mary's out there. Cynthia. Hello, guys. So I did do 2 coats. I did 1, let it dry, came back, sprayed it again. So that's why it looks a little shiny. But we're going to use a chalk mineral paint so that it's not going to matter. I'm just hoping that the 2 coats was enough to prevent any kind of bleed through. So, of course, I do want to tie it in with the other ones. So I did get out my olive crest IOD mold and my clay. And I used the 2 bigger little vines, I'm not sure, wreath pieces. And I used this one and then the little one up here. So I did 4 molds ahead of time, guys. And this is what we're working with. I've got this label one down here, the 2 on each side that is going to frame out my rooster, and then of course just to add some detail. So the color guys, you guys know I'm going to make it the same color. Most of the rooms are all a neutral in my house, so I'm good with that. I have the cast iron ones with antique lanterns. Oh, Cheryl, I can imagine. They're gorgeous. Well, most of them are black because they're cast iron, but they swivel. They've got this really, the detail on them is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love them. The clay that I used the DOS, the DAS. I prefer the IOD. There's not a whole lot of difference between the two. The IOD is less stickier. It doesn't stick to your fingers as bad, but I like them both. I do. I like them both. So you can either use the DAS, I don't know if they call it DAS or DOS, clay, or you can order IOD. IOD, I get my IOD products from Mara with Vintage Retail Therapy. Today we're using Dixie Belle paint, since this is what I started with all my other ones. And I think her link is in my link tree below, guys. But the DOS clay, if you're interested in it, in the link tree below is my Amazon store link. It is listed on there if you want to go through that to find it easier. You're going to get lots more rain. I've been down here all morning cleaning up, doing stuff. I went upstairs, had the garage door open, y'all, and it was pouring down rain. And I have a piece of furniture that I'm working on for YouTube sitting there. So, and I am low on this paint. So we're going to see how far. I'm hoping it gets me through it. I'm not going to do the back right now until my order comes in. I do have more of this Dixie Belle. It's a chalk mineral paint, and it's buttercream. You guys can see that on there. And my Dixie Belle paint I order from Vintage Bee Design. Like I said, I'm just going to, and I did pre-glue the molds on. They are not completely set up. They're still a little pliable, so I got to be gentle with them. Love that piece. I do too. I think these, you know, it's crazy. Years ago, I'd seen them, never really knew what these pieces were for until recently. And then now that I want them, they're not the easiest thing to find. It's like you see them all the time until you want them. It's usually how it goes, isn't it, guys? Knocking stuff over. Yeah, so guys, like I said, a lot, I mean, we've been busy around here. I've been trying to get used to a new schedule. I need to start watching on YouTube, Facebook Drive. Yeah, that is the whole, yeah. Don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So I am streaming live on YouTube too, guys. And I do need to get my numbers up, guys, so I can get monetized over there. So feel free to go over to YouTube and subscribe over there. It's free. It's under the Simple Spruce Studio. Get this one coat on. We're going to get that up. And at least get the second coat. I tracked my order. It is on its way. So, because like I said, I am almost to the bottom of this container for my buttercream. So we're going to make it stretch as far as we can here today. Of course, you guys, you know, I always do these larger projects that are hard to keep in view here. Hi, Diane. Hi, Kathy. Are you? I am. I'm live on YouTube. Yes, ma'am. So, yeah, if you want to hop over there and watch from there. I know I've been reading the messages in our crafting group, and we apparently have been, a lot of people have been having issues with OFB being nice for us, but and not pushing us out there. So the best way you guys can help us is to spread the love. Comment, hit the heart button, just, yeah. Every bit of that helps. Decoupage by Roop. Well, hello and welcome, Miss Anna. Hi, lady. How are you? I do paint the back of these, but that will not get done today. Like I said, these are still fresh. I just made these molds before I came on here and glued them on. Becky, been trying to... Pat, I just read your messages. For some reason, I seen there were two. I never did get any until, just the other day. Two of them came through at the same time. So I don't know what was up with that. But I did read your message yesterday. I've been trying to figure out a time for us to meet for lunch. I did not want to charge you shipping on something when you are local. So, but my schedule now, I babysit on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Hi, Shonda. Sharon says, what are you making? I have got another oil lamp holder that I thrifted. And we are upcycling it. Now, these oil lamp holders are not going to be listed on the website for sale. These I'm keeping, but I want to show you guys how you can change them up and make them match your decor. I know a lot of people pass on them if they see them because they're dated or something, but don't pass them up, guys. Little coat of paint and some IOD. You guys know, works wonders. Oh, you did? You picked up something similar? Awesome. I love them. Like I said, I would see them years ago, but never really knew what they even were. And now that I do, you can't find them. I was surprised I found, well, I did find the other two together in the same place at a flea market. And then if you guys watched a previous live of mine when I was shopping, thrift shopping in town, I found this one. The other two, I think I only paid $5 for the set. I paid $6 for this one. Which I was fine with. Like I said, I am going to finish the back. I did do the back of the other two. But I'm waiting on my order, and I'll be doing good if I can get the second coat on this one. So that's what I'm hoping for. So glad to catch you. I've been watching replays. Debbie, I know, and I apologize. I'm going to get back on a normal schedule. I am, and be on more during the week. But my daughter's doing her externship. I've been keeping the baby 3 days a week. I've got to, you know, just get familiar with the schedule and what I can do with the baby here. And I'm waiting on the baby monitor because if I put her in the room, I find myself in the nursery in her bed, I find myself running back and forth constantly checking on her because I don't have a baby monitor yet. It's hard for me to leave and go anywhere because I don't have the car seat yet. So all that's coming in this week. So do you see comments? No, I do not see the comments on YouTube yet. I'm working on that. For my birthday, I've got a camera coming that I will be able to go live with it on YouTube and then use my other device, my iPad, to read the comments. So right now I can't see the comments. Oh my gosh, and we're getting more people on live. There's 4 over there now. It's crazy when you first start going live. It's like you're going live to crickets until everybody gets familiar with you being live over there. Cynthia, so, okay, cool, yeah, lunch soon on Tuesdays or Thursdays. Yes, so I have to check if I refunded you the shipping because I think it charged you shipping or something, but I will refund you that, Pat. I did not want to charge you shipping since we're local. So let me know. Even if Thursday, I won't have the baby during the day. But I got a doctor's appointment that morning. It might be done by then. Hi, Lynn. The sound was so much softer on YouTube, I had to turn the volume up. I need to check the volume on my thing too to see if it's okay. But yes, if you guys have not gone over and subscribed on YouTube, make sure you do. Because a lot of my thrifting videos, pre-recorded ones, are on over there. And I upcycle bigger pieces of furniture, pre-recorded, and then I upload them over on YouTube also. And there's one already over there. I did an armoire. And then I'm working on another one right now out in the garage. The last one I did decoupage paper. This one is going to be, the one I'm working on now, it's got rub-on transfer I'm going to put on it. And keep in mind, guys, when you watch those videos, I am not a professional furniture restorer or anything, but I like to find old pieces and save them from people just throwing them away. Yeah, they need a little work. The drawers need to be fixed or something. And I figured, you know what, I can do that. I can use wood putty to fill in some gouges and stuff. So I just can't see. And this dresser that I'm doing now, I got at the auction for $2, y'all. $2. It has, I think, 9 drawer pulls, and they're all the actual clear glass old doorknobs, or drawer pulls, doorknobs, the pulls. And I soaked them, cleaned them up, you guys. They sparkle. They're so pretty. So the original knobs that came on it will go back on it. And I'm using a new paint on it also. It was no big deal. Just thought I'd let you. I appreciate it, Patty, so much. Yes. So I can check that out. Because like I said, I cannot see the comments yet. But as soon as my camera gets here, then I will be able to. Slinging paint today, guys. And I'm going to make this stretch. I've got to make it stretch. Also, I got to watch my time. So I'm on till what, 1:30. Yes, if you guys are catching me on my page, The Simple Spruce Studio, also make sure you check out, which is in the Facebook links there, Craft Around the Clock. It should be posted at the pinned at the bottom there. The link to Craft Around the Clock, where you can catch all of the presenters all day long. Because even up after me, I think we got Old Times Paint Parties is up. Should be up after me. And if you guys are new to my page or my channel, most of the items, I would say 95% of the stuff that I do, you can purchase on my website at thesimplesprucestudio.com, with the exception of these. Like I said, these are going in my house. Like I said, with all of everybody's power going out here lately, with the storms that have been coming through, I'm glad that we have the oil lamps and these holders. As soon as I get them up on the wall too, you guys, I will post pictures. they're going to hold an big oil lamp with oil in it. So I am going to have Troy help me make sure they're hung up sturdy. I know I probably missed it, but what kind of brush? Oh, no, I did not. Alyssa, this is DIY's, one of DIY's new brushes. And this one is called the Perfectionist. It's got a pointed tip, which I love using when I need to get down into all the little details and crevices of my molds too. Or if you've got a really ornate, detailed frame or something. The one with this tip on it, you can see it's got like a pointed tip on it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So anybody who carries DIY products, well, I can't say not all stockists carry all of DIY products, but I know that Bree with Upcycled by Bree does carry the brushes, and that's who I get my DIY products from. I think Mara also carries DIY products, but I usually order my IOD stuff from Miss Mara, and I think both links are in my link tree. All right, so this is going to be good until I get my other supply in. Yes, it needs another at least half coat, but this section here is good, so we can move on to using our rice paper. I will figure out what link that I used to order the rice paper, because it came in those 4 pictures, and I will post that in the comment when I'm in the description when I'm done. Living on this bluff has not been fun with the storms. I'm a basement dweller now. I don't blame you, especially when you hear it start. We can hear the sirens in town from out here. I mean, it feels like we are like way out of town because the way we're set off the road, and we've got like 25 acres. But we're still close enough to town to where if you listen, you can actually still hear the sirens go off. And the other night they were going off, and I'm like, oh my gosh, do I just fall asleep or do I go to the basement? So yeah, we've been having some storms. Been watching while feeding dogs. Watching clothes. Oh, I wish you a good afternoon. Well, Carol, thank you, and you too. Oh, the point of that. Yeah, love it. But I always recommend that if you're not using a chalk-based paint, make sure you wash them out immediately, because they are good brushes. They do cost more than what you would spend at Walmart or something. So to take good care of them. The chalk paint, you guys know, that'll wash out easily. But if you're using anything else that has a top coat in it, like the Cottage Colors by DIY, those have a top coat built in. If you're using Fusion paints, they usually have a sealer top coat built in, so you want to make sure you wash your brushes out if you're using those. I was like, where did my paper go? Oh, I do need this back. I want to show you guys that when I put this on here, let's see, I don't want it hitting. I don't want the paper over the stencils or the paper over my molds. So what I'm going to do is mark where I need to take off the paper so it sets down in there. Okay, so just drew on it. I'm going to use the water method. I got this little container of water here. Just home from running, ready for coffee and relaxing, watching you. Awesome. Yeah, I did any running outside today. It would be from the rain, in from the rain. Okay, all I'm doing is wetting the area with brush and water, and then we're going to take our scissors. I do not like the straight edges from cutting. I want the edges to look more organic. And if you have a water pen, those work good. But if you don't want to buy a water pen, paintbrush and scissors. See how the edges are all organic looking there? They're all, yeah, I love that. So I'm going to get that top piece off. And we're just going to do this all the way around our paper. I am located in Missouri. St. Clair, little bitty town, St. Clair, Missouri, population of like 4,700. But if you've heard of St. Louis, Missouri, I am 45 minutes west of St. Louis. Oh, my sis would love that. She's into the chickens. And I saved this one because I thought it would be more appropriate for my dining room, kitchen area. Because I do have this old antique window frame hanging in my dining room. I'm not a real big red person. I don't decorate with red. But that I have a rooster picture that has the red in it hanging in there. It's about the only thing you'll find in my house that's red. But I thought this would be appropriate for that area. So there we've got that frayed organic edge. You know, you can also tear it all, tear around it, depending on what kind of look you're going for. So let's see if this is going to fit on here. Without being, without going over. Oh, I got one little spot here. Just trying to keep it off of the molds. Just like that. And I know the molds, you guys are probably like, you can't see them. Well, you know I'm going to fix that with a little bit of dark wax. But we're going to decoupage this on here first. I'm using DIY's Liquid Patina, my favorite decoupage medium. It is a lot thinner than Mod Podge. But what I'm going to do is, I've got it where I want. I've got it where I want it. I'll say that. I'm going to make sure that the lines, this says like grain sack stripes. Hi, Beverly. My kitchen is turquoise and red. Alyssa, I just did a turquoise and red rolling pin. Did you see that? I just did it, and it sold on the website. I thought it turned out awesome. So yes, this is Liquid Patina Crystal Chandelier by DIY. Love this stuff. So I'm just got my paper where I want it. I'm doing half of it We're going to lay that down. And then just go back over it. Just got on. No, this is actually a rice paper. It came in one big sheet with 4 different pictures. This one here, the rabbit, the rooster, and then the other 2 that I previously had done. This one here doesn't, it's plain, it doesn't have a little fuzzy critter on it. But this one here has the lamb. Now see how that wax made those molds, the detail in those molds pop out? Well, we're going to do the same thing with this one. Okay, I am going to tear a little bit off. It is hitting the molds. Okay. But I will figure out, they all 4 came in one sheet. So I will figure out where I don't know if it was Roy Cycle or just some Etsy shop that I got it from. But I will post the link in the description when I figure out where I bought it. So now I'm just folding the bottom portion up. Adding my decoupage medium and laying it down. To me, that little step right there has made a world of difference. Before, I would put the decoupage medium on the whole thing, try to put my paper down, whether it be a napkin, tissue paper, rice paper, and it would be crooked, and then I'd end up ripping it before I could actually get it peeled up and straightened. So once I get the paper where it's at, I just hold it there, flip one side up, and then go to the other side. I found that makes it so much easier. Those are gorgeous. Alyssa, thank you. Those are cute. What do they hold? They hold old oil lamps. And I think my husband is pretty thankful I started collecting oil lamps because they come in handy, especially here lately. It's storm weather. We've had storms. The electric keeps flickering, going off, and yeah. So at least we have light. Okay, we are going to dry that. Let me show you guys. Can you guys see that? Thank you. Okay. I hate to do any kind of waxing or anything on this yet because, you know what, we're going to work. I'm going to do another coat just to touch up so I can at least wax this upper part. Because like I said, I am waiting on my order for my paint to come in. So I am working at the bottom, very bottom of this one. But I've got time and I want to show you guys. Dry it real quick, and then now I am going to use clear wax over this first, because if you don't and you go to use dark wax, it will suck that dark wax into your paint and the details, and it won't allow you to wipe back as much. So if I can at least get enough And then I'm down to collecting 2 more of these, and I will have, no, 3. I need 3 more to finish all the rooms upstairs. I forgot about the bathroom. The bathroom one I will not hang up. We are just now getting bids, y'all, on getting our bathroom remodeled upstairs. So you guys are like, but didn't you just do your house? Oh, we did. What, 2.5 years ago, we had the whole upstairs remodeled, except the bathroom. We had to put the bathroom on hold because right when they started, we're getting ready to start the demo and everything upstairs to do the remodel. Our dinosaur of a furnace blew up on us, and we had to come up with some money to replace the heating and cooling. Joy. So the bathroom budget went to that. So now we're ready to do the bathroom, and that's going to be a process for you guys. I'm going to walk you guys through it. I'll probably do it on YouTube with some probably little short videos every once in a while on Facebook about it, but I want to show you guys the time capsule that my bathroom is. And this is what the whole house looked like before we did the remodel upstairs. It had good quality stuff in it, y'all, but this was a 1972 time capsule. So yeah, so once we get the bids and we figure out when they're going to start, I will do a before tour over on YouTube, and then of course show you the process and all that good stuff. Miss Mary with Ocean Breeze and Me, hello. How are you doing? Loving Miss Cutie. Oh, I'm so glad. The back will get painted too, but that will be when my order comes in of more paint. No, everything was it was an almond color, but you should see the wallpaper that's in there. The shower doors, the kind of gothic looking fixtures. The mirror's not bad though. It's a medicine cabinet set in, but I am going to replace them, and I'll probably resell the whole vanity mirror, but that would have been nice just painting it. But yeah, I'll have to show you. I'll show you guys if you're looking for that. But make sure you go over to YouTube because, like I said, most of the renovation is going to be over there on that. So, oh my gosh, you guys, we have only got a few minutes left, 2 to be exact. My next step is going to be, I'm going to use my DIY clear wax. I'm going to clear wax the whole thing. And then once I get the clear wax on, I'm going to wipe it back with a towel. And then I'm going to take the dark wax and go over the whole thing and age that up. So I do want to show you again. But see, look at the before. This is what the detail on the molds look like. You kind of lose it, right? I mean, at certain angles you can see it, and if you look close, but you do. You lose it because there's no dimension, no highlights. But after I get done with using the wax, this is actually, instead of the DIY dark wax, I think I used a different wax because this is more brown. We'll see. I don't want them to match exactly. I want them to be sisters, not twins. How's that? So I might go ahead with the darker color in here in the rooster. I might use the dark wax on this one. So, but this is what it's going to look like, y'all. And depending on your taste, guys, keep in mind, you do not have to distress it. You do not have to use the wax. If you like it like this, stop right here. You have options, you know. You do it to your taste, to what you think looks good and what you like. Love the, yeah, that's why this one here I thought was going to be perfect for in between the kitchen and the dining room. I will, like I said, once I get them hung up, guys, I will take pictures and post it and show you guys. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Like I said, I will get back on a normal schedule. I have to because I'm a scheduled oriented person. So I will get back on there, even babysitting. So I would not miss that for the world, though. It is so fun. But yes, make sure you stick around on Craft Around the Clock, and it's Old Times Paint Party coming up next. So make sure you check that out, and make sure you guys go over and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's also the Simple Spur Studio. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Love you guys. Bye.